Hello, my name is Roger Goldenberg. I'm the Sculptural Studies Program and Facilities Manager at the Ava Gallery and Art Center. I thought I'd take a moment to show you work that has come out of Karin Rothwell's Hand Building in Clay class here at Ava. The class takes place primarily in the Winky Kelsey Stone Carving Studio. We've made space for it here as we're trying to utilize our facilities more and more. The work coming out of the class is amazing. These students, for the most part, have not worked in clay before, and a couple of other students have migrated out of Evan Williams' hand throwing class to work with hand building. So, without further ado, I'll give you a short tour of the student work. It's really amazing. Thank you. This is a box built with slabs. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces that have been welded together with slip. Looks rather like a loaf of bread. Inside has been glazed. The texture on some of these are gorgeous. The students hand-built rollers and carved patterns into the rollers, so as they rolled across the slabs of clay it left their texture behind. Inside the box it's been glazed, waiting for the outside now to be glazed. The glaze is what I call it Ford, 1950s Ford pickup truck blue. It's kind of a turquoisey robin's egg blue. I can picture a Thunderbird from the 50s with that color. Here's a mug, rather textured just by touch. Hands with clay stuck to them, glomps these pieces on, leaving this actually very pleasant texture to touch, and then the suction from the hand leaves this smaller web-like texture that you can see here. For something that looks so glompy, and I can say that because it's something I made after class, it's surprisingly light. Here are a couple of small mugs, and if mugs are supposed to have handles, then I'd call them glasses. But they too are made with a very fine slab, welded over here together, and then a circular base is adhered by pinching and shaping. And then afterwards, the students were taught to tap them so that it creates a concavity, so then they sit nicely on their rim. These are very light. Another mug. This is an example of somebody carving in to the surface to create texture. Inside you can see perhaps the texture left by the canvas. You use canvas on top of the clay, top and bottom, as you run it through a roller. And then it's like making pie crust, really. I think these are very whimsical. They have feet that make the piece look like it could just walk away with the dish and the spoon. Again, these textured by hand carving. Could be a drinking vessel or a vase. I thought these pieces were really delightful because of their scale. Little hand-built vessels. Now, the person that made these had tiny hands. My fingers wouldn't fit inside them to work the piece at all. A little tiny jewelry box. I could see someone storing earrings or delicate necklaces inside. And the way they're carved around the perimeter with an irregular shape keeps the cover secure and won't fall off. Here's a large hand coiled piece. You can see I love just the individual fingertips that you can see pinching these coils together on the inside. It provides a beautiful texture in itself, leaving just the pristine coil shape on the outside. Here are a couple of pieces that Karin made. This is hand carved, as you can see. Could be a drinking vessel. And this vessel is made with a very delicate slab and textured with lace. The slab was laid flat, textured, the lace was rolled on top, and then with a rolling pin slightly depressed into the surface, and then again a base cut to the shape of the vessel, the cylinder, and then hand welded with slip. An unusual piece here. We have a lot of whimsical folks in this class, and it's a fairy house, something that any child or adult would love to have in their garden, tucked away in a secret place, making a wonderful abode for fairies. We should have a class just hand building fairy houses. Beautiful platter. It's one of the new glazes we're experimenting with. It's this rich, deep blue, a violety blue, kind of ultramarine blue, if you're a painter. A mug by Karin. It looks as though the handle just grew right there on the mug. Just 2 more pieces. Oh, maybe 3. It's hard to know when to stop. This is a woven piece. Could be for holding muffins or slices of bread. And if the bread is hot, it keeps them from getting all damp from the steam because of the air space. Here's a soup bowl with a nice, wonderfully whimsical variegated edge, and then a slot for your spoon to rest. Lastly, another box. This one is glazed, just came out of the kiln today actually. Gorgeous glaze. This is a new glaze that Karin made for us. It's just amazing, I think, what's coming out of this class. I love the little raw edge that defines the juncture between the top cover and the bottom. Thank you for taking the time to have this tour of the hand building and clay class taught by Karin Rothwell, seeing a few pieces of her own work and mostly the students. Hopefully we'll see you here soon once we get back up and running and begin teaching again. I know everyone misses being here at AVA. Thank you very much and have a good day.